G'day folks, my name's Shane. Welcome to Geeky Nerdy Techie. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Today we're checking out the Home Co Bluetooth portable speaker that I picked up from Kmart here in Australia. I'm sure they also sell these in Kmart in the US. In Australia, these only cost 19 bucks. My old Bluetooth speaker was a mini jam box. It was smaller than this, but it sounded phenomenal. I don't think this is probably going to sound as good as that. So for those wondering, I'm not sponsored by Kmart or Home Co or whatever the brand is. I actually went to Kmart here in Melbourne, Australia and picked one of these up today just to give them a go and to also share this video with you guys because there's nothing really online about these and whether or not they're any good. And I've been seeing them for months going, oh, I wonder what they're like. So today, here's a review. I'm taking one for the team. If you appreciate that, please give the video the thumbs up. Let's open it up. All right, so it comes in one of these plastic wraps, which are impossible to open unless you've got scissors, and near impossible even with scissors, because you always end up cutting yourself on the actual plastic. So let's open this up. Now it does come with a few accessories as well. We get an auxiliary in cable, I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. So let's just see what we get here. Now the estimated battery life on this is supposed to be 5 to 6 hours, and I think you might get a little more out of it, possibly at lower volumes. It just depends on how you're using it. If you're using it flat out, you'll probably get less than that. So, like I said, this plastic stuff, man, it's just awful. There's no way to repackage this either. So if it sucks, I'm stuck with it. It stinks, I can tell you that. You open it up, and it smells like, I don't know, man. It smells weird. It smells like super glue or crazy glue, depending on where you live. All right, let's get rid of this. Oh man, yeah, it stinks. Anyway, so my first thought about this is it stinks. It really does. Whew. It almost smells like paint more than it does glue. So if you've ever painted your house, you walk in after you've been outside and you go back in, you go, man, it smells like wet paint. That's kind of what this smells like. So all you get is this, and I'll show you this on the other camera. We could get a USB cable. That's it. So the actual auxiliary in that I thought we got isn't actually a cable. It's just literally an auxiliary in if you've already got one of those things. Let's take a look at this thing up close. It's got a nice metal grill on the front to protect the speakers, so that's pretty cool. On the back, it's nice and simple. On-off button, auxiliary in, so if you're running it from an actual cable, you can plug it in here. And this is the actual 5-volt charging port or USB port here, so you can plug it in and charge it from your computer or a smartphone adapter or whatever you got. So nice and simple. On the side, we have 3 buttons: play, a next, and previous track, which is pretty cool. And these are volumes as well. So that's also good. You can also control the volume, it looks like, on the actual speaker. We have a microphone as well, which is great. So if you're on a call, which I don't expect to work terribly well, you can probably talk through the actual Bluetooth speaker. So that's pretty cool. We have LED or battery indicator over here as well. So yeah, let's turn this on and see what happens. So this is the first time turning this on. Ooh, sounded cool, man. Let's hear that again. I'll put it over my shirt mic. Yeah. Now, when I used to start my mini jam box, which was a much more expensive speaker than this, you could feel it, just the whole thing vibrates. Now, this didn't make a whole lot of vibration when I turned it on, but we'll give it a chance anyway. So, all right, so I've just hooked this up to my actual phone. Let's go ahead and have a listen. This is a ballad that I recorded a few years ago called Tried So Hard. So let's take a listen. All right, so there's not a whole lot of low-end bass response, and that was kind of expected. Does it sound better than the smartphone speaker? Absolutely, and I'm going to show you that. Let's just do a quick audio comparison using my Rode lavalier condenser microphone that I got on right here. This particular mic is phenomenal. You'll definitely hear a difference between both the smartphone speaker and also the Bluetooth speaker, the Home Co one. So let's give it a shot. I'll place it up against both and you can see how it sounds. So let's do this. I'll play a different song, hopefully the one with a little more bass, and we'll see how it goes. So this one's called The Reason for My Blues. You know what? The bass response isn't as unpleasant as I first thought it was. It sounds more like a mid-low frequency. There's not a whole lot of boom. That said, this song's pretty laid back, but I actually engineered this, so this is my mix. I know how much bass it's supposed to have, and this particular speaker doesn't emphasize that at all, but it sounds pretty balanced. I'll give it that. It actually sounds better than I thought it was going to sound. So I'll go between the smartphone now and then back to the Bluetooth speaker. So I'll turn this off. Alright, so that's plenty of listening tests. It definitely sounds way better than a smartphone speaker by a lot, and that's not too unexpected either. I don't really like the sound of the iPhone speaker. It's good when you've got nothing else to use. So what do I think of this for 20 bucks? I think it's probably worth $20. I wouldn't pay more than say $25 to $30 for something like this. That said though, it's exceeded my expectations in terms of sound. It's actually better than I thought it was going to be. What we'll do right now, we'll see how loud it can get and whether or not it sounds crap once you actually turn it up. Alright guys, here's the last test. As you can see, I've got my phone in front of the Home Co Bluetooth speaker. We're going to test its decibel rating. Now this is just an app, so I calibrated it the best I could. Hopefully it works fine. So what I'm going to do now is click play and we'll see how it sounds. Now this is a bit of a weird song guys, but it's one of the few that I've got on the computer because I have to stream this a different way. Alright, so as you can see, it's set around 60 decibels, which is actually quite loud for a small speaker like this. If I was to do the same thing with the smartphone speaker, it would be a whole lot less. And the incremental value in decibels goes up significantly, even by 1 point. It's not like a percentage scale. So say 60 to 50 is quite a big jump in terms of actual volume. In Australia, Bluetooth speakers are pretty expensive. The decent ones start from about $99 and go up from there, and they're just way overpriced. I kind of feel it like for people who are just using them at home, you're better off buying like a hi-fi system than just a Bluetooth speaker, unless you plan on just moving it around the house. The last question you might be asking, do I have to run it full blast to be able to hear it? Absolutely not. I wouldn't run it at full blast. And the funny thing is, it didn't distort much either, which was also surprising. It kind of almost sounded better the more I turned it up. I'd say about 75% of its maximum volume is its sweet spot, and that's sort of like louder than conversation by quite a bit. So keep that in mind. I hope that's been helpful. Thanks again for watching. My name's Shane. Don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell for future updates from the channel. I will catch you all on the next one. Catch you soon. See ya.